Welcome back to the channel, Warhammer Man back in the studio, and today we're looking at the Necrons pre-order. Let's take a look what we got here. Alright, so we got the Lokhust Heavy Destroyer first. Very cool model. Looks awesome, obviously. Judging by the weapon stats and everything, absolutely phenomenal too. You can either get like 3d3 shots or 3d3 damage, depending which weapon option you take. And overall, I think this is going to be something we see all over the place because of its smaller size and also its hard punch. So it'll be easy to hide it, pop out and do the damage you need to do. And then also I believe it has some benefits it does for the squads as well. I'm pretty sure this one was 35 USD, which is right in line with what you would expect for a model this size and everything. So the new Codex is 50, right in line with the Space Marine one. Very excited to see all the new changes in the Codex and everything. I know people are a little upset about the will be back rules and saying they're worse than Feel No Pain, but I actually don't see it that way. Although you're comparing it to Feel No Pain in the fact that you're like ignoring wounds, I think the will be back serves a different purpose in a lot of ways, because you get it like army wide. I think that makes a huge difference. So if it wasn't army wide, that's something different, but you don't really see like whole armies with Feel No Pain that are also like tough and strong. I know like with the with Drukhari, you can get it with like the witch cults and all that stuff, but again, it's not like army wide rule. I think that honestly this Feel No Pain version of the Will Be Back is going to be excellent because it's not giving your opponents the ability to essentially wipe out whole squads before you get it. They have to do it like with one unit before you get to roll your will be backs. So as where before they could do a whole shooting phase, wipe it out, and you might not ever get to do your will be backs because you're waiting on your turn. Now it's actually way better because it's going to get procced right after a shooting takes place from a squad or hand-to-hand combat attacks take place from a squad. So you're going to get to proc it like almost immediately, as opposed to before you basically let your opponent complete their whole turn, go through everything, kill as much stuff as they can, and then you get an option if your squad is still alive. So overall, I think the Will Be Back is going to be much better than it was, even though like on paper people think it's worse. So then we have the Canoptek Doomstalker. Originally, I thought this thing was going to be like the Reanimator, but it's actually much larger. So I was surprised by the price tag on this one. Is $35 USD as well. Very cool model. Obviously, like going to be like extremely large, and overall, I think devastating. So. All right, and then Szarekh, the Silent King. I don't know if I probably didn't say that right, but this guy is going to be, I think it was 125 or 135. I think it was 125 USD. Again, I'm not exactly sure the size on this, but this thing is massive. It's right in line with what you would expect for the really large models. I think like the Tesseract Vault was right around that much. They don't have a ton of stuff in that price range for 40k, but with like the Sigmar real big beasts and everything, that's right around what they're doing. It's like the 125 range for like a character that is also like a massive model. In many ways, this is like a display too, because you have essentially like a vehicle with a character with like his minions on it as well, and then there's also like his two little like hover shields or whatever they are also. So again, I'm not surprised by the price tag on this one, although I think it's a little bit on the high end. You know, for what you get and the quality of model and everything like that, I could see where they're coming from. So, but very cool model. Looking forward to painting this guy up. And then they don't talk about it right on here, but the data cards are coming out as well. They're going to be 25 for the set, and then you know, again, they raised the price from 15 to 25. It's almost doubling. So it's a little surprising they would go that high, but as long as they're good quality and, you know, you get plenty of them. They cover everything in the codex. I can understand, the raising of the price. I know their previous printers were just printing like straight garbage. They had a lot of problems with getting stuff redone, getting quantities done. So if they're getting good quality now and they're going to be readily available and not have all the issues they've had in the past, you get what you pay for. So I can understand it. Same with the codexes too. I know they raise the price slightly on them and everything, but if you get a good quality codex and the binding's not like breaking out of it like they've had issues with in the past, overall, the Necron Codex hasn't come out for years, so I don't see a problem with buying a codex for each army every few years. It's not like the Space Marine situation where they literally just put out a bunch of Space Marine codexes and now they're basically just like, throw those in the garbage because here's the new ones. So once again, overall pleased with the models more than anything, but very excited to see the Necron rules and hopefully see them competitive. But overall, the new models have just been absolutely stunning, and I'm looking forward to seeing like all the new stuff for the range. I think there was something like 45 new models they've released or are releasing from this like next set of waves or whatever. So I'm sure it's going to be spaced out over time, but I would expect most of it by Christmas. So, well, there you have it, guys. Warhammer Man back in the studio, and we got our Necron pre-order reviews for next week, and I'm out of here.